Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I would do another little addendum, kind of add-on video to. Well, I don't know if it's really an add-on, but really I'm gonna try and actually set up this channel here so that there's actual content on it and something for people to actually think about, right? So that's the idea. The reason I'm just being quiet right now is because it's like 4 a.m. and this is pretty much my time here. I like the nighttime. I hate the fucking daytime. All the cheery people in the daytime make me sick. so, so yeah, fuck them. But no, I wanted to talk a bit about the child-free community because they irritate me almost on I mean, almost on the same level as the natalists because so many of these child-free people they become natalists anyways, right? They don't have anything that they attach their belief to, right? They don't attach a value judgment to life, right? So they don't attach a value judgment to it's bad to put another life on this earth, so maybe we should stop. Maybe other people should stop having kids. They don't say that. They say, "Well, I don't think I'm gonna have kids," right? And the problem is, it's just too fucking cowardly. It's too weak. I mean, for me, it really is because they're just saying, "Well, I'm not gonna have kids, but that's okay if other people have kids, and my cousin has kids, and they blah blah blah, and they treat them just fine." It's just the same shit as the parents who are like, "Well, I have kids and I treat them just fine." And you know, one time I asked this guy. One time I was talking to this guy before. I used to hang out at this kind of sketchy place in my college before, in like the forest and shit. And there was this guy that I was talking to there. We would all go hang out out there, and smoke weed and stuff. I never done anything else in my life other than smoke weed and smoke cigarettes. But I quit cigarettes a long time. But anyways, this guy, right? He told me that his girlfriend was pregnant, right? So I'm like, why did you do that? First of all, I literally was like, why did you do this? There's something wrong with you. Like, I just was like, fuck you to his face, basically. And he was just like, well, I just thought, I just wanted to do it, man. I don't know. And there's your fucking excuse right there. That's all their fucking excuse they ever have is, I just wanted to. They never fucking thought about it, so, but this guy, he told me, I asked him, are you going to beat your kids? I just asked him point blank, are you going to beat your kids? And he said, well, my parents did, and I turned out fine. Yeah, I'm going to beat my kids. I mean, that's the reality of this world we're living in. It's snake eating its own tail. Let's just preach our own fucking funeral. Let's just preach the same bullshit story over and over and over again, and hopefully people will be ignorant enough at one point to believe it. I mean, that's what we're trying to turn the world into. Let's just make the world a fucking idiocracy. Let's make everybody as stupid as possible so they consume and waste as much as they can, right? I also want to talk about, in relation to child free, the Reddit page, like our child free, because I think that one's a big bullshit story too. That's a place that's really, I mean, it's barely it's barely child free at all. Like these fucking people. I remember. First thing I ever heard about that child free forum was I was like watching a vlog video thing. Well, not a vlog, I guess, but it was like No Talent Gaming on YouTube. It's like these Canadian gaming channel, I guess, but they upload shit every day. It's crazy. But they basically the guy that runs that channel, he was talking about how he got kicked out of r slash child free because he basically was saying that he didn't agree with third wave feminism, right? So that's the issue now, right? So they want to relate the child free thing to like it's feminism, which in turn feminism is usually just related to, oh, it's courageous to be a single mother and shit, and whatever a woman does, that's okay, even if it's having 6 babies and they're living in a fucking trailer, that's okay. It's gone a step too far. It really has. Because I agree with having rights, equal rights for all humans, including transgenders, and that's one thing that I see a lot of shit that depresses me on. Because there's so many people that are progressive, but they still dog on fucking trannies. They still dog on people who have a different sexual orientation and all that shit, and it's just kind of useless. I mean, you know, and like I was in this place, I was actually mostly just on the IRC for this Our Child Free place, and it's just, I mean, they're vapid, man. They're not actually thinking about the child free shit. Because I'd be talking to these fucking people about, you know, what do you guys think about this? Like talking about philosophical shit. They don't want to talk about that. Most of the shit I would see on there is, oh, where are you working at? What are you doing now? And, you know, oh, you're going to this class, and they're doing this, and, you know, oh yeah, this, yeah, me, I have this, and I do this, and blah blah blah. But we're not talking about how the game is fundamentally as fuck. We shouldn't be talking about the game. That's the problem. We shouldn't be talking about the fucking game anymore. Because the game is what got us in this fucking mess. This game of obsessing over these minuscule, pointless-ass goals that don't serve any purpose other than to satisfy some need in our head that is totally arbitrary. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So, I mean, we have that. But I'd like to expand on this a little more. I want to make this longer than the last video because I want to actually get down to what I'm really trying to say here, which, you know, I mean, the idea is, right, of Efilism that we need to minimize the suffering on this planet, right? We need to say no religion, no spirituality, no woo-woo bullshit to hide from reality. That's the idea. So when all these, I mean, these child-free fucking people, they hide, they have a very thin facade, I can tell, these child-free people, because they're not like the anti-natalists. The anti-natalists, they're usually pretty strong in their fucking belief, and they will say that. But these child-free people, they're like, you know, they still watch all of the natalist shit on TV, the primetime shows, and all the fucking romance drama, fucking Kardashian bullshit. I mean, they don't stop. You know, they'll find any excuse in the book for, oh, I'll just want to vegetate in front of the TV. It's okay. It's mindless. It's harmless. But they don't ever say it's mindless, though. They never say that shit. So, there's that. You know, and it's just amazing how, you know, throughout my life, how everybody has tried to say they support me, right? But when it comes to when I actually say what I fucking believe, they are very fucking quiet, motherfuckers, aren't they? They're very quiet. They don't actually believe that. They don't actually think what they're saying, right? They don't actually think, oh, you should have a right to say what you're saying, because they hate it. They fucking hate the words. Like, they hate what you're gonna say before you say it. So, I mean, that's why the internet game is pointless too. I mean, that's why it's hellish. Just like the idea of this Internet of Things. The Internet of Things, if you don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but probably just Google it or DuckDuckGo it. I like DuckDuckGo because I don't get tracked. But anyways, and you know, I forgot what I was saying there about that. I'll probably have to like go back and like do an addendum to that, or I'll remember it at some point in the video. But the point is, right, is that we want to stop the suffering. Right, so if we stop, the only way to stop the suffering is to stop the obsession over the life game. I mean, that's all we can do. Is we need to distance ourselves, but we can't. The thing is the problem too is we can't distance ourselves from reality. That's exactly what leads to the natalist bullshit, to the happy fairy tale bullshit, that the never-ending story of the fucking glorious empire that will just never fall, ever, 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 ever. It's not going to fall. There's not going to be any fucking deaths in the process. There's not going to be any pointless life that was created to suffer mindlessly. I mean, you know, all of the mindless natalists, those are the ones too that they'll get their fucking, have their kids with like fucking, you know, they're 5 years old, they fucking die of cancer and shit. You know, it's just a sick game. I mean, these people, they willingly put themselves in this sick fucking game when they could have just kept to them fucking selves, and they could have just kept the suffering to them, or maybe them and their significant other. But I mean, I think there is some weakness in that too. I think really is some weakness in constantly needing approval from everybody and everything we do, right? I mean, you know, that's the problem with interaction now. Is we don't want to even talk to anybody unless if they encourage every little belief that we have, and they fucking help us have our belief. So we have our belief on the condition that other people agree with it. I mean, why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to the world? Like, it's just, it doesn't help us, man. It doesn't help us at all. And, you know, uh, for me, throughout my whole life, well, I don't know if necessarily my whole life. I've actually feel like I had a falling off period with people, you know, like, I've actually been homeschooled for a lot of my life, and the last couple years of high school, I went there to like a public school, and pretty much there, I just like I already had known from my internet experiences with people that most people were fucking evil, you know, like they really just want to drag you down into the shit. They want to drag you down into the muck and mire. They don't want you to fucking feel like, you know, you're a worthwhile fucking human being. They want to make you feel like a big piece of shit because they feel like a piece of shit. And so I've learned to just be solitary. I mean, I've been into the hospital a couple of times, I'll admit, for depression. I mean, I have been suicidal in the past, and honestly still suicidal sometimes. But really what it comes down to, though, and where I'm having my change of pace in my attitude, is I want to... There needs to be somebody arguing against this shit, because otherwise it's going to be the same fucking fairy tale bullshit that doesn't help anybody, that just keeps going on forever. And I mean, is nobody going to say anything to this shit? That's what I wonder. I mean, because I never see anybody. The only people I really see say any of this shit, you know, are sometimes the child-free people. And then occasionally there's like a rare anti-natalist on YouTube. And then they fucking fall out too. I mean, they're just... It's cowardly shit, man. It just... This whole fucking internet game has made it so easy for everybody to just be a fucking coward about their beliefs. Just, oh, well, I don't believe that anymore, so I'm going to delete that video. Or, well, I don't believe that, but, you know, I'll just leave the video up so that when I can, you know, so somebody can comment later, and then I can be like, sorry, bro, I'm not with you anymore and shit. You know, it's just like they want to drag you down in every circumstance, right? So, you know, that's what they want to do. But yeah, so when my times in the hospital, I really learned to be solitary, you know, because honestly, all those people in the hospital, their only solution to the fucking problem is be like them, don't do anything else, be like them, and take it. Just take the fucking ass rape, and don't say anything about the fucking evil state of it all. I mean, that's what they want you to do. And it's hard for me to not, you know, see humanity as evil now because of that. I mean, really, I've had so many experiences like that where people just, they basically introduce themselves into my life to fuck me. I mean, that's just the problem. I mean, and, you know, there's just no real sense of, people don't even care about morality anymore. I mean, it seems like it's almost like a hipster thing to people. I mean, or some shit. I mean, it's either, okay, well, you have a moral value. Oh, well, are you a Christian? Do you believe in this God? Do you believe in my God? Do you believe in, you know, whatever, my favorite scientist or some shit? I know for a while people were like saying they worship fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm sure they were joking, but that shit is still, it's just hero worship. It's still just celebrity worship, celebrity gossip bullshit. So they can just say, oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's so relatable to me because he does this, this, and this, and I do this, this, and this, and it's like, it's very sad. It's very like grasping at straws. You know, all these people, they're just grasping at straws because they don't have any beliefs. They don't